Yes, yes, yes. It is I, your favorite mildly autistic YouTuber. Streaming more Shadowrun returns. I move myself down here now. Hi. Anyway. Yeah, so we rescued Coyote last time. So, he told us we can go meet some black market vendors. Fangrass. Fangrass. Ra, perhaps, is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display, monitoring the runner standing nearby. All at the same time, he's an intense little man. You get the sense he likes to look busy. I'm Frank Ra. Make it quick. Biz is good. Talk to me. Mrs. Kubota said you're a fixer. He still hasn't looked at you. He's going a mile a minute. Nothing for you tonight, sorry. Doing a thing right now, an important thing. Talk to you later. Oh, hey guy, one more thing. Covers his comlink for a moment. Tilts his head your way. Bet you can see he's staring at his HUD. I'm a fence too. If you anything you need to unload, come see me. Will do. I have some shiny stones right now, but I'm pretty sure the chick's gonna want them. For date, I'm game. Only clean, I'm asking before. Oh, this is how you get in, isn't it? By GAFFC. As you slowly pick the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs in the Union Safe House. The entrepreneurial Mrs. Kabuto has combined everything a runner might need to a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, and fully stocked cyber surgery dealership. Oh, this is my stash here. Basic medkit, frag grenade in there. Okay. Is Coyote getting her arm put on? Dr. Sarah Castle says, make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. No sheen, that means no sweat. Should be okay by now. We'll see, it'll take years of work off this death. Okay folks, I'm gonna have to ask you to sit in the waiting area. Watch some Trivid or something. This young lady and I have some work to do. Take it easy, Coyote. We'll be here when you wake up. Said anything with me going to sleep. Just give me something to bite on. You're a tough kid, but you're not that tough. Okay, Coyote. Let's take a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it. End story. What do you say, kid? With one swift move, she sinks the syringe in the Coyote's thigh. Nighty-night. I'll just pretend like she's still asleep. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space, while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young orc, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Halfdream. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuration of spirits. It's not my thing, man. I'm a fighter. I'm a street samurai, damn it. What do you mean, no credit? Eric Mersman, what have you got for me? Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help you keep on the right side of the ground. Take a look. I'll just peruse your wares. It's probably the same stuff as upstairs. Coolest hat, shadows, and grants +1 intelligence. Okay. T.B. Gruberman, what have you have? Fellow work. My brother. Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents only compromised by the uneven tusk protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers: calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course price. Bunker Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? You sell here. Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCS military spec or your money back. In the addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. UCS is the United Canadian and American States. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach safety and instructional course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. I could use a bayonet charge sometime. You sell medical supplies as well, sir, and grenades. I'm almost tempted to take that AK-97, but that'd be sweet, wouldn't it? David Fry is a small fry. Every inch of the tech above is covered in a chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things you can't identify. In the eye of this techno bitstorm stands a dwarf, amply dressed and supremely calm. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware software that exists. If it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer, or any gear you need? The deck is like a little portable computer. Or MSP. Just show you it for sale. I haven't done any Matrix stuff yet. I know that's in the game. Because I played a Decker last time. Sony TY360. It's an ESP. I'll tell you this one. Sure, when you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have to team. When you jack the Matrix, you're all alone. That's when ESPs come in. ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program, which you deploy it manifests another team member in the matrix. Different types. VSPs have different abilities. Well, there you have it. See you later. On being rude, let me introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend Johnny Clean. I told you there's more to that guy. On the same overalls you saw him upstairs, down here leaning over a workbench crammed with the circuit boards, cables, and chips. Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and invisible as the most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to help if I can be. Sure you're part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade. He's been smart enough not to tell me, so he's sure as hell not going to tell you about anything about those days. For your health and his, best let the subject drop. Okay. See you guys around. In the Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread. But in this case, the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suit made with shamanistic fetishes. This is sixth Lord medicine of the highest caliber. Excalibur, perhaps. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type that will go unnoticed entirely. Not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder, like her own personal gargoyle, the spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up enough to acknowledge you approach. I'm Dr. Castle, and understand you're instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. No Sheen, now that, fixing her up, that was a piece of work. Surprisingly routine as it so happens. You're outside eyeballing facilities, I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service medbay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be, it's a Excuse me, it's a Shadowrunner bar after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up practice. Patch runners up, install, maintain their cyberware, provide medical supplies for the runs. I might not be as mobile as a dock wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can we help you with anything? What is that on your shoulder, I gotta ask? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on patients after surgery, dramatically reducing the recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. Alright. Now tell me his name? What cyberware do you have? Data jack, vision magnifications. I probably will need smiling weapons sooner or later, won't I? Cyberware causes essence loss. This affects the magic rating of your character, as magic is equal to essence rounded down. Magic is very important for spellcasters. The base number of spell slots available to the caster is equal to half their magic rounded down. Therefore, losing essence can cause spell slots to be permanently lost. In addition, each point of magic loss increases all spell cooldowns by 0.1. Casting a spell again while it's cooling causes drain damage to the caster. Kind of have less than 1 essence. Okay. Sweet, okay. So, let's that quest done. There we are. And there we are. Data deck fully installed. Coyote looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged, and she's sporting a shiny new sidearm. But now that the adrenaline is worn off, it's clear that she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science, combined with Doc Castle's magic healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better, really. Can I talk to you for a few minutes, Coyote, about Sam? Sam Watts, what about him? Sam's dead. Holy dreck, Sam. I can't say I'm surprised. He was on the downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Me too. You friends? We ran together. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Got it, then you know he's a charmer, wasn't he? I guess I know him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. Sure, Sam, the night he died. Would you remember about that night? Pretty average night, regular crowd, as I remember. I was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Yeah, you know him? Met him. He's a charmer too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually, he got loud the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what, and Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around. Can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. Say, get led. You remember what he was saying? She thinks standard Sam Drake, how he grew up rich and didn't deserve this, how he hated his mother, how he loved his mother. It's pretty pathetic stuff. Sam, many enemies. Enemies? It's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies. At least none that I'm aware of. Where did Sam live? On the streets. Mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so we could crash on one of the bunks. Here's one night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it was just the drinking, it would have been bad, but Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro. Whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try to forget about it. Sam was sick? Dying. Didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. Had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while. One day he came back all better. Looked good even. Did he say how he got better? He said his mom helped him out. Never said how though. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you to do something for me. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royal Run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it while I recover. I will. Honey, I got the gems. While we're down here, we'll investigate the monk. The monk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillow, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Look at the image on the photo. Pictures of a blonde boy and girl about the age of 14 sitting on a dock at the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his right arm around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. To the back of the photo. Written in a woman's hand are the words Sam and Jessica. Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. That was on his body, wasn't it? There was something written with the name Jessica on it. Mr. Delilah, have I got a deal for you? Mr. Delilah looks like small and tough with an untraceable shoddy at the back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? I have business to discuss. What business? I got a business deal. With Coyote, she's indisposed at the moment. Question of Coyote finally gives you his full attention. Why didn't you say so? Coyote is late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? She's getting stitched up. No kidding. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. Who are you? The guys that got your goods. What difference does it make? Ain't no difference to me. Where's the stones? Give you all the stones. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye, moving quickly through what appear to be the most valuable stones. He stops when he finds what appears to be an ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters. That's the one. He pockets it. Okay, you done good, but you're late, and Coyote knows that, in this case, late equals no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the rest of the gems as your reward. Sweet deal. Delilah looks you up and down, takes you all in. Listen, you look like the sort of man who might run a crew of your own one day, might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me, I'll set you up, dismiss you with a wave. It's like you impressed him, and no offense for those gems, Fangrass, follow me. I already met him, stupid. You're back, still busy? What's your story? Need to find some stones, you the right guy? Stones? I don't know, maybe, let me see them. Here the servos and Ramgraff's sidebar were as a magnifying lens slips into position. He bent his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Humph, where'd you get this trick? A combo machine? You get 1,000 for them. Oh, I know, that sounds good. Then give me your pistol. Watch, someone out there would have given me 2,000 for them somewhere else, I bet. Okay, what's on the agenda? Turn to Coyote. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch it with me? There was someone named Jessica? Bro froze. No, why? It's the name of Sam's sister. Sam once, yeah, he mentioned her once. It didn't sound like they got along that well. Comlink chirps and the screen shows John Dresden. Foreigner from the Organ Grinders. He doesn't look happy. Doc. There's been another Ripper murder, this one at the NTSB investigation facility down at the docks. You there now? Yes, but you better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. Your PTA dissolves, says the comments. At the Ripper murder, where? The docks. Gotta go. Okay, listen, I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off, and Sam was my friend. You head to the docks, and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. Well, thanks, I appreciate the help. Leaving the Seamstress Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with the latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area, grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wood pallets. Repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day. Workers. Garbage collects in gutters of broken down streets. Disreputable is the district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards a less maintained area of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Wench. Pleasure me. Hey, looking for a good time? Want to hit with the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap in that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Awesome. Halt! The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. You're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking at dusted street scum? With the corner bronze, open up the gate. There you are. I'm Loeffler, King of Dragons. Beat it. Beat it, just beat it. Is there a way in? Hey, that's mine. Where is your pack of wolves? That letter's rightfully mine. I brought it for a few minutes. Oh, very sure, and the normal machine's still working. Gotta get your daily dose of ramen. Quickly do I utilize this? I have to, like, equip it or something? This is down embarrassing. Over here? Excuse me, I still know how to use a ladder. Oh. Not me, a friend of mine. I need you to have some fun at the guard by the fence around the corner. Because, you know, alright, time to take you 5-minute distraction. I've got to get back to work and earn some real money. Okay. It's begun you out there, sailor. Damn, it is you, man. If Foster's game explodes, cause additional minus 4 speed 3 rounds. What do this? Oh, lethal grenade. You want the stash, mister. Transition location continues. Inside the large gray warehouse, typical as the outside. High ceilings, adorned with girders and rickety catwalks stop a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. This case hasn't leaked to the press yet. The Lone Star, now you've got a job to do. Sir Aguirre? You again, did you find out what this murder? The press hasn't picked on me yet. My source. Listen, officer, you're trying to do right by a client. Mind if I look around? Whatever, I have better things to do, like find the Emerald City Ripper and make something up myself. We've got to go through the researcher's computer, and I have suspicions this is a copycat crime. The victim worked here at NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse was used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Selling corp secrets, not the wisest career choice. Nope. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Oh, I will. Believe you me. First. Side owner, still working the dead man, he chuckles. As you can see, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. What's the story with this one? The victim's a male, mixed Native American descent, age 38, based on the condition of the body. Looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so probably had major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organ's gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. I sold where his chest was, so what was on the butcher shopping list? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated with the chest cavity. Sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? So I don't do theories, I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage to the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is also interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it's an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who's that woman over there? No clue, just showed up next of kin, I think. Officer Aguirre on the case. Seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey get his gold detective shield, plus he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by the tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Oh, okay. We're going to take a look around. I'll go there. You're not a cop, she looks up, watching you warily. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I've asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like the one who found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too distorted by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman. Yes. For all the good it's doing me, if I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and lull my brother's spirit to rest. Are there any other witnesses? Well, as far as I can tell, among the living anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back to her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others, other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star wouldn't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find the personal items that belong to the victims, I believe I can summon spirit to speak with us. At least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. Haunted objects for Halloween season, folks. This is a Halloween game, you know. Appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar, inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. Like the toothbrush. Blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Appears to be the victim's locker. Slightly ajar. Like the comb. Reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your neck stands on end. When you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. It's maybe one of the items the shaman was looking for. Like the comb. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? This is the lavatory. Don't need to go right now, but I want to. Old poster depicts a svelte young woman posing with an assault rifle. Need one of those for my room. Two objects of significance from inside the warehouse. Call myself, please pardon your injury. Lady, I got them here. Do they not count? I'm confused. Oh, I guess the toothbrush didn't count. The toothbrush was not haunted. It was not a haunted toothbrush. Just so you know. What's wrong with me? I always forget how to do this. What's this do? Wide load. Why don't I spread reduce for quick? Okay. Junk. It's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. This could be discarded luggage or possibly shoes of the occupants of the plane time of crash. Dig through shoe pile. Find nothing interesting with the shoes in the pile. Okay. No haunted shoes. You think two different shoes would count as two different items? It's hard to say whether there's a heap of items and refuse covered from plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. We'll dig through the trash. Sticky substance of some sort seemed to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. Searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Oh boy. Inspect the earring. The earring is made of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This would be one of the shaman was looking for. A cred stick, eh? Surprisingly, the cred stick is functional. Suddenly, PDA and 200 yuan is added to your account. Oh boy. And a dented lunchbox. Lunchbox seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Okay. I didn't need a lunchbox anyway. Feels as though you've found enough objects. Yes, you're there. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they are filled with tears. Thank you, these items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... The hell is all this? I'll go away, McCluskey. Officer Aguirre trails after detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's a victim's sister, sir. She's a crime scene officer, not some Salish drum circle. Standard procedure to contact the next of kin. Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret, or worse, something I'd enjoy. The man is an ass. She stares at the daggers Tusky. There's no helping it now. I'd just be grateful you were able to collect these items before these claws carted everything off. Still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains, which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Medicops like these won't have the place for long. Agreed, I expect to be clear by nightfall. Sure, you up for this? Maybe a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Good reasons, I think. Now, since we have time, we should probably enlist some help. This may post security overnight. And I'm going to go on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. You could say that. Good, I'll put up my money. You find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled nuyen from inside the leather pouch, starts counting out, and shoves a whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. You start to leave the warehouse, your calming chirps, and the face of Coyote pops up on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Hoy, sighed Wander, you in the middle of something? No problem, what do you need? Back up. Joss says, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTO pushers like Stevie J ran the squats around my world when I was growing up. I remember. Looks relieved, Wiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell into some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away, then he disappeared. I've been shooting at BTL Labs ever since, trying to find him. Guessing you have a new lead? It's not a lead. Base lights up, she's running hot, Serious Edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. On my way. I need you to come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of the building and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb toward the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Thanks for remaining a sidewinder. I owe you one. Maybe I can find a way to make this pay off. You never know. Baines, oh, hey, listen. I got news for you. You know Sam's sister Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you in the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. Your scared face soft. It's the least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past the door up ahead. I hear there's usually a lab set up there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside a guard at the door inside. Like I said, I don't know much firepower, but I expect these guys are nasty, so stay on the guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. It's going to be cover, aren't they? The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lips, nods, going through some internal checklist. Hoi hoi, how you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in whispering in your ear. This guy's a clocker, trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has a signal device for the guys inside. You wanna go on a ride, you can forget you're an orc for a while. Worked for me. Told details right? Grins upside grin. Oh yeah, chummer. Oh yeah, better than life. Definitely better. Dream chips, mind benders, sim sense without peak limits. High octane intensity. That's let me in. See you around after this. Probably see lots. That was easy, wasn't it? Charlie. It says Dandelion Eaters. Is that a reference to? Jamal. My own business. Let me both tall. Can I get in there? Nothing to loot or kill? How disappointing. The sinless are free. Concerned woman was probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't insult the director. Selling details or killer. Theirs most of all. You know her experience. Pulls her hair back, show you. No one plant. Nose tightens and her eyes will open tears. I do know. I lost my husband, lost my son, my daughter, the user. Record. Seriously in our face. Kidding Gino, no? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips. Like their little errand boy. I saw him going there this morning. Hasn't come out. I imagine he's riding a dream chip. Do you have a pass card to get in there? No, but Jamal has my son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. How do you guys have this place? They're serious. This place backed by the Yakuza. Japanese Mafia. Oh man. How many? What kind of firepower? The guy in the door, Charlie, but he sells passes to get in. He's not tough. Blind in one eye. Then there's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. She's amped ready. 5 or 6, that's not so bad. We'd be surprised on our side. Any chipheads in the lab? Yep, all day, all night. They can be dangerous too. Chipheads dangerous? If someone's chip, they can send them any program they want. Make them do whatever. Turn them into whores, killers, anything. Okay. It's like Dollhouse. Hey, Jamal, remember me? Jamal has the look of a long-time chiphead, emaciated, hollow-eyed, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at? Here, your pass card. You're right, I got a few. I sell them at a discount. Charlie charges 50 on form, but I get you 3 for 100. I'm gonna quibble over 25 million. Here's your 100. Values an orc with an expression of boredom and 1 mil ki. His drones. Standard patter. Need a pass, 50 you in each, 150, a lot of you. I'll tell them you come and go as you please, but you can chip in there. We'll keep you safe while you ride. Deal chips are separate costs, last about 3 hours, prices vary. Buy those inside. The pass is right here, boy. Great, have fun. Keep on moving across the bridge. A promising pile of garbage. The entire floor of this tenement has been given over to a chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. The shock and willing thug squeaks in panic. It's the crew that's Coyote CBJ's place. I told you, it's only a matter of time. Man with the cyberdeck calmly speaks with a heavy digitalized voice. You missed the wrong BTL lab, aho. This is a Yakuza operation. The push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personal killer puppets. You're fragged. Side 1, we don't attack any of the chipheads. They don't know what they're doing. We get hurt. Gino. I promise no chiphead will die. I run my rules. Have a concussion grenade better than fragging the tweakers they caught in the middle. Kill this operator here, do you think? I mean, weak. You're weak. The Uzi is what we're after here, see? Love how it all goes head for cover. That's not funny. Shaman, a bodyguard. Oh, this is Overwatch? Does he get another action point? What gives? Or okay. No. Shitbids aren't even trying to kill us, hardly. Just go for a full ammo dump. Still waiting for that cooldown. Slot my jobs. Force will ban the puppet BTLs. Gino? Those poor tweakers. Reject the BTL Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than the other chippids you've seen. His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt, and there's sweat on his forehead. His mom's spaghetti? When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. What? What the hell? Who slaughtered me out? Who fraggin' slaughtered me out? Coyote's shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes. No recognition. Slot me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist, stops him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp and staggers back, reaches under his shirt and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him, horrified, with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly. Back off. Just back the hell off. Drop the gun, Gino. No, you don't. You can't understand what it's like out here. I'm naked. I gotta slot in. Get away. Points the gun at Coyote. You're not gonna stop me. I'll freaking kill you first. Gino, no! Missed. Sorry, Carla. I'm so sorry. Coyote looks at you, tears in her eyes. It's totally zoned. You had no choice. Not stopping now. Not now, not ever. She looks at Paco, back at you, the angel of death. A real rain is coming to Seattle and it's gonna wash the scum off the streets. I'm going to burn every mother-fragging detail shop in the sprawl till they are gone. Every mother-fragging one. It's a girl on a crusade. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead. You've got to find out more about the Ripper, but getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support. In the case the Drek hits the fan, the Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth the union. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need. Magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Novo hot decker for matrix work. Running the shadows is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Dude, I am the muscle. Cherry bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey, Sidewinder, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Would order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. That guy still bothering you? Hey, next? Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since the last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe you'll find someone at Universal Brotherhood and settle down. I'll look around. Have fun. Jessica Watts. At a glance, you can tell Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world. The opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, her style exudes authority. Miss Watts? Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she is well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? Name Sidewinder. Used to work with your brother, Sam. Could have guessed. How's that? You look like the type, CD. How dare you? She seems to instantly regret saying it. I'm sorry, look, I just want to understand what's going on here. A woman called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead. That I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. That's right, and hoping you can help me get to the bottom of this. I don't know what use I'll be. Just answer a few questions is all. All right, but... He then furrows her brow, regarding him more critically. Not the police, are you? I'm getting that a lot lately, but no. With all kind of face, she's clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest, I would just as soon put all this behind me, and the fastest way to do that is through proper channels. Surely there's an official police investigation going on. Well, professionals handle this. Lone Star? Professionals? Not the ones I've seen. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching you forever killed my low-life brother. First, Sam was my friend. Second, I'm being paid for my trouble. Seems surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone would really know Sam would put up money. Who is it? Should I be telling her all this? Maybe that's on a need-to-know basis. Ridiculous. He was my brother. You seem real shaken up by his death. Fine, I'll pay you 100 just to tell me. Done. Sam wants. I understand. So the dead man switch triggered when he died. Am I to believe my drunken sod of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh, she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam with his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composed herself, and a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, sighed Wonder. You seem to have a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam, well, Sam was Sam, you know? I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want this to drag on. Not ask me to quit, are you? No? I don't know, maybe? On the streets, honor still means something. I'm sticking with the job. Honor? About honoring the wishes of the living instead of the dead? Besides, she's done. Never mind, I can see you're not going to let this go, and I respect you for honoring my brother's memory. In your own way, but I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. His demeanor instantly changes from reluctant to help in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? Last time you saw I spoke to Sam. Been ages, I can't even remember. There's a note on Sam's body, sounded like an apology, and offered to meet up and bury the hatchet. It was signed Jessica. I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't made such an effort in a long time now. I don't know why he would have kept it. Brother's clothes doesn't sound like it. Sam have any enemies? The biggest enemy of Sam. I don't know any of the others. He would likely know better than me these days. Where were you living before you moved back here? Call free. What brought you down here? It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become. And I came back here to help make it happen. Real honor. Tell me about your mother and her death. That was suspicious, wasn't it? She was a devout Catholic. I don't think an exaggeration to say she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. She turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drove further and further apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Were you in the night of Sam's murder? Shine a light in her eyes. I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening, a very crowded fundraiser. Okay. Were you and your brother close? As if I need to know. I mean, my feeling was sound pretty clear, don't you? Don't sound sad that he's gone. Mourned losing Sam long before he died. The picture of her and Sam's children. Lisa takes the photo from you guardedly, as if it might sting her. The guard drops a moment, she looks at it. Where'd you find this? Sam's bunk. Can't believe you kept this. The few possessions he had. He studies the old photo of several silent moments. What happened between you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then, after the father died, things began to change and we couldn't get back to new normal. When our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives, but after everything got mixed up, you could never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. Your remorse plays wet across her eyes. Seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he spent every dime of her father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with Mom working 2 or 3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds her photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Story of evidence. Is that like something you can use to contact the dead with the shaman? The photo? She'll probably be mad at me if I... I'll say please do. Thank you. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Mrs. Watts. This is well, I need to back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. I might swing by. Goodbye, Signwonder. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. How much karma do I have? 10? Let me get my, manage combat up 1. What was I doing? Alright, fixer. If you're talking to me, there's business to transact, am I right? Oh, sure, you ought to be right. That is correct, you're a smart guy. What can I do for you, smart guy? I need to put a crew together. Got your scratch, or you plan to pay me out of your earnings? Yeah, the runners up front. Excellent, we're on terms, so I've got some runners on call if you have any special requests. See him. See him. I need discount runners. Oh. Oh, samurai. She's a shaman. This guy has the better deck. And he has a better gun as well. Shaman. Like a rigger or a mage. Okay then. You return to the docks to meet Shannon Halfsky, although the Ripper's latest victim was her brother, but Shannon appears cool and professional, a consummate runner by birth. If not by trade, she'll get the job done, and hopefully, one of the hearth spirits in this place can point you towards the Ripper. Dealing with spirits can be tricky business, but when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be an Amerindian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magic talent can do it, but Shannon seems to have a particular connection to the spirit world. As you approach the gate, you know something's not right. The docks, already strange and uncomfortable at night, trigger the need for caution. Then you see it. The guards are missing and the gate's been smashed in. Dun dun dun. Elemental fetish. His name is On the Rocks. I'll totally do it. Take your grenade just for fun, eh? By the time you shut up, looks like we weren't the only ones who want to take advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us, though. My guess is there's something worth a bit of coin left in that warehouse. Shouldn't much of a problem. Well, that was for a Lone Star. They're all dead. Hope you're better shot than they are. Honey, you don't know half of it. Huh? You there, this block's off limits there, so we've got a gas leak in the docks here, no loitering. This guy doesn't like he's one of the hired mercenaries. If you're listening, get out of here. Here, if you just let me through. Okay, I don't want to have to do this. And run around in a circle for some reason. Was that even cover? Look what you made me do. Oh. Shadowrunner. Mark target and oh, that doesn't count as cover over there? Good enough, I guess. What's he taking anyway? Does it say? Is that where you can inspect enemies? Brace yourself. Let me kneecap this mofo. AP2. Okay. Some of them cost like extra AP to cast, I guess. Ooh. Sweet. What if you don't want to hit an adjacent target? Does that count? Oops. So I hit your Doberman. As soon as the last mark hits the ground, the dogs become eerily silent. It's the key to the warehouse. Okay. How's everybody looking? Save for it. Head inside the darkened warehouse with Shannon, her eyes have far-off gaze associated with looking into the astral plane. The world changed, the Native American tribes made a resurgence as well, demanding a place in the New World. They got it. The Salish City Council now represents 8.6 million Amerindians across a multitude of tribes, Salish, Maka, Senarak, and others. They've adapted to awakening better than other nations, thanks to a deeper connection with the world, both physical and spiritual. You can see the connection alive in Shannon now. You notice the shift in her face as she returns to the present. She nods to you. She can sense the spirits in the place. You just need to find them. Find that data over dead meat. Find the hay data the runners are after, eh? It just says Shadowrun. And you missed. How's that only 65? Because all the drone does is give me like a combat bonus. Troll Shadowrunner, you say? So put some hole in the troll. All loaded up for next time. Need to get rid of these guys before we can summon the spirit, do we? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Life, look at that addict over there. One bit. No, I do not. Very nice. You missed both of them, you big tool. Really? Tempted to use this grenade. What? I'm starting to regret hiring you, sir, I have to say. I'll take a pot shot at him. Get this mofo flanked. You messed with that grenade, dickhead. You owe me one. Who are we in combat with still? I mean, seriously now. Nothing back there at all. No one invited you. On the site blocked by what, if I may ask? What? Why is he asleep? Better not question it. Look down the sight, stupid. Sorry about that, man. Allow me to make it up to you. Flank and spank, baby. What a dick. Aries flight recorder. Get out of the runner's rafter. Okay. If I poke around a bit. I know summon the spirit. Forgotten souls, eh? The air grows cold and the spirits of dead children coalesce in the vapor of your breath. The cherubic faces are burned and their lips quiver as they are about to cry, but their eyes are round and vacant and they glare at you now unblinking. We are the innocents who have perished in the flames, choking on smoke as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us, and we will use them to testify. Show them the first magical fetish to spirits. We no longer see the world of flesh, Seeker, only the essence of the ores of living things. Words, though, words may echo through the veil, and sometimes we may hear them. Last night this place was filled. The scream that went on, drawing us to it. It was a man, crying out for a witness as he died. And so we came to bear witness, but fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned the man's remains. The spirit was other. It was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil and through the dark to come here. to the second magical fetish. When the other had gone, we returned to our vigil. We found two other creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel energies of the cosmos. Yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the other, so we did not flee. He was a dark elf. The second we know to be a troll. Ribbons of his essence had been flayed from him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between elf and troll lay the remains of the man whose sister now chanced to us for justice. The elf, his essence remains in this place. Where the man died, something has been left behind, a small part of him perhaps. Spirit, can you tell us any more? Spirits begin to fade, all but one. Its eyes harden, and it takes full measure of you, as if to commit everything about you to memory. No, it must not stay. With the spirits gone, the young shaman releases her hold on the magical tether connecting her to the other realm. He reels from the backlash, or perhaps from the emotional toll of knowing her brother's last moments. They saw him, they were with him when he died. You alright? He takes a series of controlled breaths, only shuddering with the first few. No, but I will be. I don't want that for him, not what these poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. He will be once we find his killer. Yes, the elf and the troll. We have to find the piece of the elf the spirits spoke of. It's our best hope of stopping this. Maybe one of his pointy ears. Look back here again. Or where the quest marker is. How's that for an idea? Blood. This is what the spirits wanted us to find, a piece of my brother's killer. It's not so much, but it's enough. She scowls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through the small sample and dismember its owner from afar. And perhaps she can. Can you track him with that? I can, given enough time. But I'm still feeling quite drained. I'll need to rest before I can try anything so involved. When I'm able, I'll commune with Bear, consult the spirits, and do what must be done. But in the meantime, it might take some portion of sample to pursue a more conventional avenue of attack. I have some friends who might be able to help. Good, let me know if you learn anything about the elf and troll pair. And should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leave their eyes for my brother. There's no one else I'd rather have by my side. When you return to the seamstress's union in the early hours of the morning, it seems a completely different place. Bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it, the bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie, like the back hallways of hotels and shopping malls, but you finally have a break in your case, the sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need to find someone to help you analyze it. Alright. Look at all that karma. Who do I get next here? Okay. Checking out the caps on my skills. Alright, folks. Well, with our new lead in the case, I guess I'll call it there for now, and thank you for watching. I am hard at work on my next Excalibur Explains. Fingers crossed, I'll get it out before Halloween. And yeah, remember to give me a comment, like, and sub if you can. I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, all over the place. And most of all, have an awesome time wherever you are. And bye-bye for now.